Isiah Lord Thomas III is an American former professional basketball player, coach, and executive who is an analyst for NBA TV. The 12-time NBA All-Star was named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history, as well as the 75 greatest players, and inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. He played his entire professional career for the Detroit Pistons of the National Basketball Association, NBA. Thomas played college basketball for the Indiana Hoosiers, leading them to the 1981 NCAA championship as a sophomore and declaring for the NBA draft. He was taken as the second overall pick by the Pistons in 1981 NBA draft and played for them his entire career, while leading the Bad Boys to the 1988-89 and 1989-90 NBA championships. Early life. The youngest of 9 children, Thomas was born on April 30th, 1961, in Chicago, Illinois, and grew up in the city's west side. He started playing basketball at age 3 and would dribble and shoot baskets as the halftime entertainment at Catholic Youth Organization games. He attended Our Lady of Sorrows School and St. Joseph High School in Westchester, which was a 90-minute commute from his home. Playing under Coach Gene Pingatore, he led St. Joseph to the state finals in his junior year and was considered one of the top college prospects in the country. College career. Thomas was recruited to play college basketball for Bob Knight and the Indiana Hoosiers. Although he received mail saying Knight tied up his players and beat them, he did not believe the rumors. When Knight visited the Thomas home, one of Isiah's brothers who wanted him to attend, DePaul, embarrassed him by insulting the Indiana coach and engaging him in a shouting match. Nevertheless, Thomas's mother chose Knight and Indiana because she felt that getting away to Bloomington would be good for her son, as would Knight's discipline. Thomas quickly had to adjust to Knight's disciplinarian style. At the 1979 Pan American Games in Puerto Rico, Knight got so mad at Thomas he threatened to put him on a plane home. Knight recalled yelling at the freshman to be, "You ought to go to DePaul, Isiah, because you sure as hell aren't going to be an Indiana player playing like that." Prior to the start of his freshman year, the 1979-80 season, Knight became so upset with Thomas that he kicked him out of a practice. According to Thomas, Knight was making a point that no player, no matter how talented, is bigger than Knight's philosophy. Thomas quickly proved his skills as a player and became a favorite with both Knight and Indiana fans. His superior abilities eventually caused Knight to adjust his coaching style. Fans displayed bedsheets with quotations from the Book of Isaiah, "And a little child shall lead them," and nicknamed him Mr. Wonderful because of Thomas's relatively short stature for college basketball at 6'1" or 1.85 meters. Coach Knight would call him Pee-wee. Thomas and Mike Woodson led the Hoosiers to the Big Ten championship and advanced to the 1980 Sweet 16. The next year, the 1980-81 season, Knight made Thomas captain and told him to run the show on the floor. Thomas responded so well that as the season unfolded, Knight and Thomas grew as friends. When a Purdue player took a cheap shot at Thomas during a game at Bloomington, Knight called a press conference to defend his star. And 19 days later, when Thomas hit an Iowa player and was ejected from a game, Knight refused to criticize him. That year, Thomas and the Hoosiers once again won a conference title and won the 1981 NCAA tournament, the school's 4th national title. The sophomore earned the tournament's Most Outstanding Player award and made himself eligible for the upcoming NBA draft. Professional career. Detroit Pistons 1981-1994. In the 1981 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons chose Thomas with the 2nd overall pick and signed him to a 4-year, $1.6 million contract. Thomas started for the Eastern Conference in the 1982 NBA All-Star Game and made the All-Rookie team. In the opening round of the 1984 NBA playoffs, Thomas and the Pistons faced off against Bernard King and the New York Knicks. In the pivotal 5th game, Thomas scored 16 points in 94 seconds to force the game into overtime, but then fouled out and the Knicks held on to win. In the 1985 NBA playoffs, Thomas and his team went to the conference semifinals against the 15-time NBA champion Boston Celtics, led by future Hall of Famers Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, and Dennis Johnson. Detroit would not shake the Celtics in their 6-game series, eventually losing. In the 1987 NBA playoffs, Thomas and the Pistons went to the Eastern Conference Finals and faced the Celtics again. It was the farthest the team has advanced since moving from Fort Wayne. Detroit tied the Celtics at 2 games apiece, but its hope for winning Game 5 at Boston Garden was dashed by Larry Bird with just seconds remaining. Thomas attempted to quickly inbound the ball. Bird stole the pass and hit Dennis Johnson for the game-winning layup. In 1988, the Pistons finally defeated the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals and advanced to their first finals in 32 years, where they faced the Los Angeles Lakers led by Magic Johnson, James Worthy, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Before the series, Thomas and Johnson exchanged a courtside kiss on the cheek prior to the tip-off as a sign of their deep friendship. After taking a 3-2 series lead back to Los Angeles, Detroit appeared poised to win their first NBA title in Game 6. One of Thomas's most inspiring and self-defining moments came in Game 6. Although he had severely sprained his ankle late in the game, Thomas continued to play. While hobbling and in obvious pain, Thomas scored 25 points in the third quarter, an NBA Finals record. But the Lakers won the game 103-102 on a pair of last-minute free throws by Abdul-Jabbar, following a controversial foul called on Bill Laimbeer. With Thompson unable to compete at full strength, the Lakers were able to take advantage and clinch their second consecutive title in Game 7, 108-105. In the 1988-89 season, Thomas, along with teammates, guided his team to a 63-19 record. Detroit played a brash and dominating brand of basketball through the playoffs that led to their nickname Bad Boys. First, they defeated Boston, which had been suffering persistent injuries. After being down 2-1 against Michael Jordan and the up-and-coming Chicago Bulls in the conference finals, the Pistons utilized the Jordan rules to limit Jordan's impact, which allowed them to defeat the Bulls in 6 games and advance to the finals yet again, setting up an NBA Finals rematch with the Lakers. This time, the Pistons dominated, sweeping the Lakers in 4 games to win their first of back-to-back championships. In the 1989-90 season, Thomas and the Pistons had another dominant run. They finished the regular season as the #1 seed for the second straight year. After sweeping the Pacers and defeating the Knicks in 5 games, Thomas and the Pistons faced a tough 7-game series against the Bulls in the Eastern Conference Finals. Fortunately, the Pistons prevailed and advanced to their 3rd straight finals. The Pistons repeated as champions by defeating Clyde Drexler's Portland Trail Blazers. Thomas was voted NBA Finals Most Valuable Player of the 1990 NBA Final. The 1990-91 season proved to be a struggle as the team went through some injuries, with Thomas only playing 49 games in the regular season because of a wrist injury. The Pistons would win 50 games. Despite advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals, they were no match for a more developed and determined Bulls, who swept the 2-time defending champions. In the last 7.9 seconds of Game 4, Thomas and most of his teammates walked off the court without shaking any of the Bulls' hands. In 1992, the Pistons made it to the playoffs, but were eliminated in 5 games by the New York Knicks in the first round. In 1993, the Pistons won just 40 games, missing the playoffs for the first time since the 1982-83 season. In the following season, an aging and ailing Thomas tore his Achilles tendon on April 19, 1994, forcing him to retire a month later. When Thomas retired as a player in 1994, he ranked 3rd in NBA history with 9,061 assists, and 5th in the league history with 1,861 steals. As of 2022, his 9,061 assists rank 9th in NBA history, and his average of 9.3 assists per game ranks 5th. In February 1996, the Pistons retired Thomas's jersey number 11, and the same year Thomas was named to the 50 greatest players in NBA history, selected upon the 50th anniversary of the founding of the NBA. In 2021, he was elected to the NBA 75th anniversary team. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything.